For those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. See, we're going to get to that other stuff here in a minute, but what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. So, before we do anything else, if you haven't smiled yet today, now would be the perfect time to do so. Right now. And if you can't find a smile for yourself, please allow me to be the smile on your face. Because at the end of the day, all I am is the smile on your face. All I am is the vibe. And everything is vibration. It's about that time for you to open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind. One time. Up and clicked on some trill shit this time, and you ain't gotta say nothing. You better not do nothing. Just vibe. Tone that down. What it was, y'all already know who it is, and y'all tuned in with priceless knowledge of self. And this right here, this ain't nothing but some cosmic insight. And since Mars is in Gemini, we finna play mind games. So this right here, this is the priceless top 5 smartest signs in astrology. And understand what I said there. I said smartest signs in astrology, not smartest placements or smartest people. All right. And I also said priceless top 5. So this is not your top 5. This is not their top 5. This is not what you read. This is not what you heard about. This is my shit. And lucky for both of us, I am a professional. So before we go any further into this top 5, I want y'all to understand a few things about this list. First of all, any of these signs that are in our top 5 could be number 1 on our list. because they all have certain attributes that set them apart from the other signs. All right. So it was incredibly difficult for me to put this together, but I do feel confident in what I put together for y'all right here. All right. And, if your sign didn't make the list, this doesn't mean that you're not smart. Hell, with certain aspects, you might even be a genius. It just means that your sign didn't make the list. All right. So we can talk about that another time. And each Friday, I'm going to preview a new top 5 list during my live session. And we're going to have an opportunity to discuss it during that live session. So if you feel like something isn't right during that top 5 live session, you have a chance to talk to me about it, and you might get influence my opinion. That's why the premiered version is pre-recorded, because now I have incorporated myself, my higher experiences, the opinion of the people and everything else to compile the official PrIcElEsS top 5 list. All right. So, I'm feeling good about this right here. So without further ado, let's get into the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology. And understand, like I said, each one of these signs in this top 5 have their own unique types of intelligence. Okay. So number 5 on the list of the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology, Sagittarius. Why? Because Sagittarius is wise, and because Sagittarius has an insatiable hunger for experience, because Sagittarius has one of the strongest intuitions that there is. See, Sagittarius is guru type energy. This is professor type energy. Yeah. Sagittarius knows stuff that they don't even know sometimes. My Uranus is in Sagittarius in my 3rd house. And that's where I attribute my intuition to. That's how I know I'm gifted. So Sagittarius is number 5 on our list of the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Why? Wisdom, an insatiable hunger for experience, and awesome intuition. All right. And so number 4 on the list of the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology, Gemini. Yeah, we're going to flip the script. Now we're going to Gemini. Why? Because Gemini is the most clever sign out of all of them. Hey, Geminis know all kinds of stuff about all kinds of stuff. Now, do they have focus sometimes? No. But what they do have are facts. What they do have is a brain that's incredibly adaptable. A brain that's always incorporating information in from their environment, from conversation, from body signals, from everything. Gemini's wheels are always turning. Always turning. Ain't nobody more clever than the Gemini. So, you also have to understand Geminis enjoy learning new things. Just like their sister sign of Sagittarius, Geminis love to read. They love to conversate. They love to incorporate things into their lives or into their environment or their realms of experience. And so Gemini's taking new information in all of the time. And what's crazy about Gemini is they're incorporating it. Oh yeah. They're incorporating new information every second. That's why you got to be careful with them. You got to be careful with them little sneaky motherfuckers. All right. So Gemini is number 4 on the list of the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology. And we're moving quickly today. All right. We're going to get through these pretty quickly. All right. And so number 3 on the list of the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology, I just like saying that. Virgo. Why? Because Virgo stays on point. Because Virgo is consistent. Because Virgo puts in the work. Okay? Virgo has excellent memory. Virgo is always aware of the details. Now, sometimes they are so aware of the details that they kind of miss out on the big picture, but that's a whole different conversation. Virgos are another sign that knows facts. These people right here are sharp. Very sharp. A lot like our number one. But, hey, Virgo's sharp. Their attention to detail is both a gift and a curse. So that's why they're only number 3 on the list. But understand that if you don't know your shit, a Virgo knows that you don't know your shit. And they know their shit just so they can know that you don't know your shit and tell you about it. So just understand that Virgo is always rationalizing everything. Virgo is always paying attention to the details that everybody else misses out on. Just understand that Virgo takes that extra mile to stay on point. And they are more consistent in everything they do. So, hey man, it's hard to beat a Virgo. I promise you that. In anything that they choose to make their craft, it's hard to beat them. Because they're sharp. They're on point. They know their shit. They make sure that they know their shit. And if you don't know your shit, you lost. So that's why Virgo is number 3 on our list of the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology. All right. So let's get to number 2. Number 2 on the list of the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Aquarius. Why? Because Aquarius has an open mind that always has new ideas just coming in on a consistent basis all of the time, rapidly. See, that's why Mercury, the planet of our mental life, is exalted in Aquarius. Because this is genius energy. This is brilliant right here. Why? Because they believe that they are, 1. For 2, they're incredibly organized from a mindset. And 3, hey, they are open to every single possibility. So every time that you think that you have a way to beat somebody with the prominent Aquarius placement, understand that they're already 3 moves ahead of you. And they've already adapted, and they have already incorporated everything that you thought you had going on and their own defense into the mix and come up with a whole new plan by the time that you're ready to hit them. And it's just because they understand from a mindset that they have to be open and ready for anything that comes their way. And so because of that, they have this empirical mindset that's always trying out new ideas, that's always working and always kind of plotting and scheming behind the scenes. See, if Leo is center stage, then the Aquarius is the other end of that spectrum that's put the whole show together, that's making everything work. Whether it be from the people, to the mechanics, to the plan, to the script, to everything. See, hey, Aquarius is genius. They're genius. And if you didn't know that yet, you might need to pick up an astrology book somewhere. Because, hey man, I've dealt with a lot of Aquariuses in my life, and heck, my son is an Aquarius. And he's been taking things apart and being able to come up with solutions to things from maybe 1-2 years old. I remember when he was 2 years old and he could barely walk, and the lights were too high for him to get to. He already had a solution. At 2 years old, he would go get shoes, and he would use shoes to flip the light switch. Couldn't talk a lick, but he could go get tools and take the doorknob apart. He had a little big wheel car that was actually drivable. He could drive that. He would hook up stuff to it like a trailer and be dragging stuff. Like, if you got a problem, Aquarius has a solution. They're completely brilliant. They're completely brilliant. So that's why Aquarius is number 2 on our list of the top 5 most intelligent signs, or top 5 smartest signs in astrology. Now let's get to number 1. And see, they say that there's a thin line between genius and insane. And so number 1 on our list of the top 5 smartest signs in astrology, Scorpio. Because let's just look at it from a planetary perspective. See, Mercury is exalted in Aquarius. And Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, right? Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. So that's where this certain genius comes from. But guess what? Uranus is exalted in Scorpio. See, the thing about Scorpio is they also know why things are fucked up. They're emotionally intelligent. They're technically intelligent. They're intuitive. They're empathic. They're genius. They have an open mind. And they're also willing to take it farther than anybody else is willing to take it. That's scary in itself. That's scary in itself. And then when you talk about being sharp, oh, nobody's sharper than them either. Nobody's sharper than them. Because they know facts, but they don't even trust the facts that they know. So they dig deeper into that. When you have a conversation with them, they also kind of understand why you came up and had that conversation with them. And in certain instances, some of them in their higher vibrations can also understand the future implications of that conversation that y'all had. What's going to happen because we had this conversation? See, I'm going to put y'all up on game on something real fast. And it's going to seem crazy, but this is going to show you an example of emotional intelligence. The rapper, Boosie Badass, or Lil Boosie, he was speaking in a Vlad interview about a beef he has with NBA Youngboy. And him and NBA Youngboy used to be pretty close. And Boosie is in his 40s now. And he was asked, are you going to call NBA Youngboy? Are y'all going to have a conversation? And Boosie said, no, I'm not. And he said, why? And Boosie said, because I don't want to kill him. And I know that seems crazy when you hear me say that, but I want y'all to understand where Boosie's mind was going, All right? See, he understood that if he called him in NBA Youngboy's youth, as cliche as that is, he's going to go to talking crazy. And Boosie is not going to take that well. And Boosie has a certain character to him to where he knows that if he blows up emotionally, he's probably going to take it too far. So at this point in time, a conversation is not the best solution. And he understands that. It's not because he hates NBA Youngboy. It's not because he wishes bad on him or he even wants any more beef with him. It's not when he says, because I don't want to kill him, it's not because he's saying that in a threatening manner. He's saying that because he understands that at the place that they're at in their lives, he would not be able to have an intelligent conversation with him. And see, that's genius in its own way. And then when you want to look at that from an intellectual perspective, Scorpios make some of the best surgeons and doctors. They make some of the best investigators and detectives. Because they just know things. And not only do they just know things, they understand things. So that's why Scorpio is number 1 on the PrIcElEsS top 5 smartest signs in astrology. All right. And so this concludes our list. This has been fun to bring to you. I can't wait to bring you something next week because we're going to come trill again. And I just appreciate everybody's love and support. If you don't agree with this, that's all right. I'm not for everybody. And everybody's not always going to agree with everything. But like I said, this is my professional opinion. All right. So just understand that no matter what signs or placement you have, you don't have to let them control you, or you don't even have to let them define you. All right. Because just because you built like that, you don't have to build like that. And what I mean is we all have all this energy available to us in some way, form or fashion. It's up to you what you do with it. And even beyond that, it's not about what you do. It's about how you do it. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And this has been some priceless knowledge of self. If you've made it this far, you should have already hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button by now, why not? What are you doing here? You creeping? You hating? You swag sucking? It's all right. We got plenty to spare. All right. So please hit that like button for me right now and understand that it ain't about ego. It's about algorithm. This just helps us expand the platform. That way, if you ain't trying to hear what I'm trying to say, at least let us get out to the next person who is. All right. And if any of y'all are interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, do not get at me in my comments. Get at me in my email, which is mr.turner1300@gmail.com. All right. And if you want any merch, you get at me in the same place. But understand, I can sell you all the merch you want. And you'll probably look fabulous in it. All right. But this type of swag I got, this type of energy that I pack with me, it's got to be in you and not on you. So, let me put it in you.